Hello viewers, tutorial 10 question 7, and we are doing some differentiation here. We are differentiating functions using the chain rule, the product rule, or the quotient rules. The first function we have is y equals 2x squared plus 10 divided by x cubed plus 7x. So we've got a division going on there. That is a clue that we need to use the quotient rule. So in this case, u will be what's on the bottom line, which is 2x squared plus 10. Let's write out the rule before we go any further. Y dash is u dash times v minus u times v dash divided by v squared. V is going to be what's on the bottom, which is x to the power of 3 plus 7x. And we need to differentiate both of those. 2x squared plus 10, well, there's no contribution coming from the plus 10. It's only the 2x squared that will give us a derivative, which is the 4x. And v dash is going to be differentiate x cubed, we get 3x squared plus 7x differentiates to 7. Now y dash is u dash, which is 4x, times x to the power of 3 plus 7x, which is your v, minus u is 2x squared plus 10 times 3x squared plus 7, and this is all divided by v squared, which is x cubed plus 7x. That's all squared. Question B, we also have a division, so we need to use the quotient rule again. So sine of 3x is your u, e to the 4x is v. So u dash is going to be differentiate sine of 3x. Differentiating sine gives us cosine of the bracket stays the same, so it's 3x, but we need to multiply by the derivative of the inside of that bracket, which is a 3, and v dash is differentiate e to the 4x. If we differentiate e, the power stays the same, but by the chain rule, because we need to use the chain rule to differentiate this, we need to multiply by the derivative of that power, which is 4. Okay, so our quotient rule gives us y dash is u dash, which is 3 times cosine of 3x times v is e to the 4x, minus, we've got u, which is sine of 3x, times v dash, which is 4 e to the 4x, divided by, on the denominator here we will have e to the 4x squared. So if we're squaring something, it's a case of doubling the power, because if we're really using the rule that says a to the m to the n, means that we can multiply the power. So if we've got e to the 4x and we're squaring it, that means multiply the power by 2 and we get e to the 8x. There's no question C here, so question D we have y equals x cubed times log of 4x. Well, we need to differentiate this by the product rule, because we've got a multiplication going on between the x cubed and log of 4x. So here u is going to be x to the power of 3. V is ln of 4x. U dash is going to be differentiate x cubed, we get 3x squared, and v dash is going to be, if we were differentiating just log x, that would be 1 over x. We need to use the chain rule here. It's going to be 1 over the bracket multiplied by the derivative of the inside of the bracket. Differentiate 4x, we get 4, and simplify, we cancel out the 4's to get 1 over x. Now we're using the product rule, which is y dash is u dash v plus u v dash, which gives us 3 times x squared times the log of 4x plus u is x cubed times 1 over x, and this part we can simplify. This is going to be 3x squared log of 4x plus, this is x cubed over x is x squared. Okay, so question E, we have the following function. We have y equals 4x plus 43, whole thing to the power of 9. So we need to use the chain rule here because we've got a function inside another function. So the chain rule tells us that we can, if we do this using the quicker version of the chain rule, good idea to get that practice in. We get 9 comes to the front, the whole bracket is left alone, power drops by 1, so that becomes an 8. Then we multiply by the derivative of the inside of the bracket, so differentiate the 4x plus 43, we get 4. And we can now multiply the 9 and the 4 together. That gives us 36 times 4x plus 43, that bracket to the power of 8. And this question F, we can do the same way. We've got 9x cubed minus 7x, all of that to the power of 5. So if we differentiate that, we get, using the chain rule, we get 5 times the bracket left as is to the power of 4 and multiplied by the derivative of the inside of the bracket. 9x cubed differentiates to 27x squared minus 7x differentiates to 7. Okay, thanks for watching. Over and out.